Hi, Michael. My name is Courtney Chevalier. I just read your discussion board post about ethical issues. Um, I'm glad that you kind of went over the difference between what we learned therapy wise and what we're learning for research ethics. For example, you spoke about the difference that's what's taught to us with informed consent. So, like in therapy, you stated informed consent is only received at the start of services, but in research it's ongoing, which is true. And it kind of had me thinking, and I think it might be beneficial if informed consent was ongoing in therapy too, because I think it's beneficial for clients to know their rights and to be informed of the therapeutic process and know that at any time if they decide to quit that they can. I think it might be beneficial. I think it would be like the things we're learning about research ethics. Research ethics. I think would be beneficial in using them in therapy too, interchangeably. I see the benefit of the informed consent being ongoing for sure. Because sometimes, clients get confused throughout the process, or they might feel bad if they decide to quit, which they shouldn't, because the decision is up to them. They shouldn't think about hurting our feelings. We're keeping them in the front line. You also spoke of consultation. So you spoke of consultation and research ethics. It's being important for it to happen at the start of research, which I think is very important. Especially with the projects we're doing now, consulting with our peers, even before we even write it, before we even did our PowerPoint about our topics and bouncing ideas off of each other and sharing resources with each other. I definitely think consultation is important in research ethics for sure. But also, like I spoke of earlier, I think it would be good to use in the therapeutic process too. I use consultation all the time in therapy if I'm ever confused about a client, or if I need help with figuring out a treatment plan goal for a client for a diagnosis that I'm not familiar with, or even a supervision. If there's an issue that I'm having with a supervisee, I always consult. So a lot of the research, the ethical research ethics that I've seen can be used interchangeably with the counseling side. Just have to be careful that, there are boundaries, there are some significant differences, but a lot of the ones that you spoke of can be used interchangeably. Well, thank you. I enjoyed reading your discussion board.